we heard you had Paige and Azzi back in practice this week. You know,
Paige and Aaliyah.
Sorry, you are Azzi. Oh my God, sorry. Paige and Aaliyah in practice this week. You said it changes the vibe completely when they're here, just bringing back old players, whether it's them or other old players. What's it like having them come back and be with everybody?
It's a lot of fun, and I feel like the people who played with them, like having them back, it's like that bittersweet. It's like, oh, like we miss you guys. We miss having you here, but it's a lot of fun to have them back. Just the energy they bring, and I mean, obviously they make the red team a lot better when they're playing, and it's more of a challenge for us. It gives us better competition, different things to look at. Paige was here not that long ago, but Aaliyah didn't practice with us. I don't know if she was here or not. So getting to see her in practice was a lot of fun. Like just hearing her voice, I don't know, it was so fun to hear. I really enjoyed it, and getting to hang out with her after.
Early in the year, Coach was, I don't know if worried's the right word, but just one of his concerns coming in was how you move past having such a dominant force like Paige and figuring out how to play without her. So how do you think you guys have done so far this year in replacing that void?
Yeah, I think we've done a pretty good job. Obviously, when you lose someone like Paige, it's not one person that's going to fill that void. It's everyone's got to step up and do a little more to fill everything that she brought. So I think people have really stepped up. I mean, Paige did so much. So to have just like scoring, rebounding, the court vision, the IQ, the leadership, I feel like everyone stepped up, and we've been playing really well together so far. So if we can continue to get better, trend upward, then I think that without Paige, we're going to be just fine.
Sue's jersey retirement tomorrow. What was your relationship to just like watching her and her playing career growing up before you came to UConn?
Yeah, I watched her some, and she was always someone that I looked up to in college and in the W. And then I feel like as I've gotten older, I've started to just, when I was younger, it was like, oh, like, she's so good, like, that's amazing. But as I've gotten older, I've started to really understand just the impact and that she's had on the game, on and off the court, and what she's doing and what she's been able to build for herself, and just how impressive that is. And so I feel like my respect for her as I've gotten older, I've really been able to appreciate the person she is.
She's been around a little bit throughout your years here. Just kind of, what is it like interacting with her here? Like, was there ever a point where you were like starstruck, and kind of when did that stop?
Of course. Honestly, I think that stopped this summer. We did a panel together, and I was so nervous, and she just like the kind of, she's just like a chill person. Like, she's gonna make you feel comfortable. So I think doing that, the panel with her, made me kind of like, be like, okay, like, yes, it's Sue Bird, but she is a normal person. She's super cool. Then she was on my podcast, which was amazing. So I feel like now I can see her for more than just like this incredible being.
How do you feel like you've gotten better defensively? Gino raved about you on the coach's show the other night.
No way.
Yeah?
Where can I watch this?
Go listen to it. I'll give you the link. But yeah, he just likes the way you're positioned and standing, keeping your player in front of you, and you're taking more chances. I know we talked about that last year in the NCAA tournament, but how do you feel like it's going so far on that end of the floor?
Yeah, I think my defense is doing pretty well. I think that's actually something I'm pretty proud of so far this season. It does, I think, start with taking chances and being able to risk. You might get the steal, you might not. And I think before it was, I don't want to risk not getting the steal and then put my teammates in that position. Now it's like, who cares? I know my teammates got my back. I know they'll be there if I get beat. So I think it's a mix of taking those risks, trusting my teammates, and then I feel like defense is who wants it more. So just having that mindset of, I'm not going to let my man get past me.
Does it help that the team is deeper and you guys are able to put more pressure on the ball, both full and half court?
Oh, definitely. I think like our press and the way that we've been able to really like run on people and get up and pressure people, I think that it gives us confidence knowing that we've got a super strong bench. So if we get tired, Blanca's going to come in, Kayla's going to come in. We've got all these people going to sub in, and that like our energy and our intensity is not going to dip off.
Do you notice that you have more energy now, that you get more breathers and you get more extended rest in games?
Yeah, and I also think, you feed off of other people's energy. So when you get that spark from Blanca and Kayla and everyone else off the bench, then like there's no dips in the game. So if I was tired before, like I see them come in, I see them get active and get steals, then it brings my energy right back up.
Do you feel like having that effort, having that extra rest, do you feel like that helps you on offense, specifically knowing the clip that you're shooting at right now?
For sure. But again, like I'm saying, I think that being able to feed off each other's energy and, someone else gets a steal, makes a great play, and then we're playing fast and you see their shots go in, things going well, and then everything's going well. Shots are all going in, everyone's excited, everyone's happy.
What have you noticed about KK and her growth? Now that Paige and Caitlin are gone, and she's basically got the keys to the car as the point guard, and she's handled it pretty well, it seems.
Yeah. I think she's done a great job stepping into this role, and I feel like her confidence is the biggest thing. Like seeing her confident directing on offense, on defense, just in who she is. I think that shows in her taking the ball to the basket more, her believing in her finishing, her believing in her shot. Before it was like we believed in her, but you weren't really sure if she believed in herself. But now you can tell that she does, and it shows on both ends.
Once you become this rebounding machine, you have at least one offensive rebound in every game this year.
Sounds about right.
Yeah?
I think that's just kind of like a goal that the coaches have given me last year and especially this year, and I know that's something I can contribute to the team, and I really enjoy doing it because I like just flying out of random places, and because no one really expects a guard to really get in there and rebound. So it's really exciting for me, and it gives me another challenge, another aspect of my game I can work on.
Where is your game right now? Where do you feel it's at?
Pretty consistent right now. I think I'm hitting the spots that I usually hit, knocking down shots, getting offensive rebounds defensively, being a presence. But yeah, I think I'm in a good spot.
Seems like you've really found your shot these last couple of games. Just kind of, what was the adjustment period like at the beginning of the season, and what's kind of clicked these last few games for you?
I don't think it's anything adjustment. I mean, I've put so many reps in and so many shots that it was just like kind of like a matter of time. I even was texting like Caitlin Chen about it, and her biggest saying with us last year is it's the law of averages. Like eventually they'll start falling, but I think it's just my dad always said too, like footwork, follow through, confidence. Like if you just focus on those things, then you're good. So I think it's just really focusing on that and just being confident when I shoot the ball.
Speaking of Caitlin Chen, you guys had some other alumni in the building this week. What's it like just having them in practice?
I mean, it's always so great. I think it's like Paige has been back before, so like we've been used to having Paige around, which is always exciting. But for Aaliyah to even come back and practice with us, that was kind of super surreal because I'm like, I haven't played with you since my freshman year. Like that's kind of crazy. And then now I'm a junior, so it's like, wow, this is really weird. But no, I think it's so much fun having them back. I think it lightens practice a little bit when you have Paige and Aaliyah on the practice team, and it's not the guys every day. So I always think it's a lot of fun.
How much trash do they talk?
Aaliyah, none. Paige, a lot.
Yeah.
But Paige more gets on the red team. Like she's trying to coach them to be better. So.
With Sue's jersey retirement tomorrow, just what is your kind of relationship to watching her? Like, how much did you watch her career in the W growing up?
Oh yeah, I followed her a ton. I mean, she's just one of those iconic players. In her time here at UConn and in the W, I mean, her voice is just so loud. Like, she is an advocate for so many players, especially the league itself. So I think it's just so cool. It's kind of like really cool that I get to be a part of something like this at our game, that we get to see her jersey being retired. Because, I mean, she's just such a special person and player.
Have you had the chance to meet her?
I did meet her everything's a blur, but I think it was, I don't know, I think it was my freshman year maybe. Like she stopped by a practice was like the first time I met her. And then like me, KK, and like we all got a picture with her or something. But yeah, but she's been around before at other games, or even especially like at the championship game last year, her and Dee were in the locker room with us after, so that was really cool. But yeah, no, it'd be cool to experience that all tomorrow.
Do you still like get starstruck at all by like the alumni who are Hall of Famers and things like that, or has it started to kind of feel normal to you now?
I think with players like her and Dee, like you always get a little starstruck because just like their presence and the aura about them is just so large that it's just like, oh my gosh. But I think you do get like, I don't want to say you get used to it like while you're here, but I mean, you're just around so many amazing players because UConn is just such an amazing program that it's like, it's normal at this point now to see those faces pop in at practice and pop in for games and all of that. So it's super cool.
You and KK have been through so much. There's 3 years here. Where have you seen her grow the most?
I just think she's really stepping up into that leader point guard position for us, and especially defensively, like she's really like locked in, honed in on that, getting steals, being the aggressor, just controlling the pace, the tempo. But yeah, no, I think she's always had it in her, but now we're really seeing her flourish in that.
What stood out to you about the start Alli's had to this season and just kind of the jump she's made from last year?
Yeah, no, I think it was just like a matter of time because she's put in so much work, so much into practice that like it's the Alli we see every day in practice. So it's like it wasn't a surprise for us to see that translate into the game, and I especially think having a year under her belt and now getting like the opportunity to kind of like present that to like on the court is super awesome. And I mean, I'm super close to Alli, so it's like it's super fun to be on the court with her and play with her, and yeah, it's awesome.
Lately, you've had a couple of stretches where you've had 2 games in 3 days, but this schedule has been a little fractured where you have a lot of time between games. You certainly will this week. You will next week. Mm-hmm. What's that like for you? I mean, obviously the coaches love it.
I mean, I don't even think anything of it. I'm just excited when we get to play again. Like, I'm just focused on one day at a time. Like, we can't look forward or behind or anything. We just stay present in the moment. And I mean, especially like balancing like school, basketball, practice, all this, and now that we're going into break, like we always joke, I'm like, I don't even know what day it is. It's either a practice day, it's an off day, or it's a game day. Like you don't ask me if it's Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. I just know what day I have activity-wise and what I have to get done.
How many exams do you have this week?
Exams start next week. I had 2
okay.
projects this week that I had to do, but exams I'll take next week.
How are you feeling adjusted just on the court, everybody? Now that you're 8 games in.
I feel good. I feel like everybody's getting better through like trust each other, know better each other, and how each other are gonna play and how like we like to move on the court. So I think I feel more comfortable than the beginning of the season. It's going better every day, every game, and every practice. Not just for me, but always by my teammates. So it's really good.
Your turnovers have been way down the last couple of games.
Oh,
are you poking back at coach about that?
We have a game tomorrow, so lock in.
But I mean, just what has kind of gone into that for you? In your decision making?
Yeah, it's working on practice because I remember like my first game was 5 turnovers, and then I just get 1 the second game, and then the third game I get back to 5 turnovers. So just try to take more care about ball and my decisions. Just don't throw it how the coach say, and so just be more careful. So I think I'm trying to work it on too, even if sometimes I just keep throwing the ball in practice, but I'm focused on trying to get better in that part too, so my game. So I think let's see how it's going. Yeah.
What's the film study been like for you, sitting down with the coaches and going through what you're doing on the floor?
It's been good and like helpful because you can focus on just not the worst part and the good part, but just try to learn from every game and each possession, both in offense and defense. So it's just not for me, but also for all the team. Try to understand which one is the right move that you should do on the court, even defensively or offense. So I think the best part is just try to take on the right way the film session. So try to keep it in the way that you learn from that, and just try to get better in each practice and the next games.
What's the biggest difference you noticed in like the college game versus what you were used to overseas?
So I think the intensity and also like the kind of freedom that you have. But I will say most the intensity because I don't used to run for 40 minutes, press pickups all the court, like full court, and then playing fast break. So it's different, but I think I'm doing better and I'm really like try to push myself more. So I think that's the biggest difference, but it's come better.
Do you think playing that aggressive style of defense with the pressing and everything that comes with that, do you think that suits your game really well and allows you to bring out the best side of yourself?
Yeah, I think that's kind of the game that I want to have. So have it here with this teammate, I think is really good, and that will help me, just not me, but also my teammates to get better every day.
You know, and to that point, sometimes when you're on a team that has this much depth and talent, it's not always easy for you to carve out your role and be able to be the best version of yourself. What has that been like for you so far, just knowing that, stepping in here your first year?
Yeah, it's been different. So, try to build the same confidence on the court to both defensively and offense, even in talk on the court, because the biggest difference is like I used to talk, but in another language. So like the same confidence, the same words in the same place, in the same position. So it's like different. So I think that is the biggest challenge for me. But it's getting better. So I think through the time, through the practice and the plays and the games, it's getting better. So it's a good point, a good start.
UConn retires Sue Bird's number tomorrow. Just how much do you know of her game? How much have you watched of her game?
I just know that she's amazing. She did a lot of that. She built a really work here and in WNBA. So I know that she's an amazing player, an amazing person. And I'm really excited and happy for her that her number and that her she will be retired tomorrow. So I'm so proud of her and happy to see her tomorrow.
Having had Paige and Aaliyah in practice this week, I know you guys have had Tina Charles around too a few times this year. Just what is it like for you playing with WNBA players in practice, kind of having those alumni around?
It's good to have them here because their presence make happy coach. So it's good. It's good have that different challenge in practice. Have different IQ that they have, Paige and Aaliyah. So it's been funny, but at the same time challenge for us. So it's been good.
How much basketball did you watch growing up or when you were in Italy?
So I used to watch more EuroLeague, than the WNBA or an NBA. So I used to watch a lot. I used to go also to the games. So I think I'm gonna change that and try to watch more WNBA and NBA. So, but much I want to say.
So how much of Sue Bird or Diana Taurasi or some of the greats that have come through and the greats in the game, are your teammates telling you about them? Is it the coaching staff? Are you just kind of learning by being here?
Know about them is just because it's impossible to know about Diana Taurasi or Sue Bird. So I think what they do during the time is big. So it's important and helpful for us as a player to know it about them and what they do. So I think I also hear about here and when I was in Italy. So it's everywhere. You know what I mean? So it's been good.
You like the snow thing?
I do. I really like snow.
Oh, okay.
I really do,
Did you have snow in Italy?
Yeah.
Where you were? Okay.
Yeah. Where I used to live is kind of the same weather here, so it's not it's familiar to me.